Okay, like with the worst Dragon Ball Z characters, I'm not gonna look up the soul because on like another channel that I deleted, I uploaded a video that was basically a Dragon Ball Super fight between the first fight between Goku Black and Goku, and it got removed within an hour. So we're not gonna put any footage from Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, because I don't want to get my video taken out by Toei because it had copyrighted content. So unlike the video game which didn't get taken down yet from copywriters, I don't want to post any footage of Dragon Ball Z, because even though I know it's fair use, but Toei will take it down anyways because they don't care. Number 10 is Piccolo. Piccolo is a very cool character in all of Dragon Ball Z. He is one of the few non-Saiyan characters that are not villains or as in viewers that was able to keep up with the rest of the characters. Piccolo has been disappointing in Dragon Ball Super, but he is a good person, so he sacrificed himself for Gohan in Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F and in Dragon Ball Z against the Saiyans. He also was on par with Frieza in his second form, I may tell you, and he was able to fight off Android 17 before Cell came. And he is also a very strong character. Some people like to say he is weak compared to Goku and Vegeta, and in ZT he was pretty disappointed, but that's because ZT is a piece of crap and should never be talked about. Number 9. Despite grounding Frieza all the time in the video, that's because I ground villains. Bad guys. I don't actually hate Frieza as a character. There are good villains and bad villains. Bad villains are like Donzo, Samira, Porky Mince, Auto Taboo, Dr. Wily. Frieza is actually not that bad a villain. And actually, he was a long time ago. He used to be one of my most hated characters because of what he does. But that's a villain's job. There are some villains that are just asses like Donzo. Yes, there's extremely dumb villains like there are some, but then there are villains that keep on reappearing like Broly. Broly's not on this list, but Frieza is a really great villain. He has that attitude towards other people. He doesn't care about anyone. He hates everybody. He hates the world. He only wants power, and that's what. And like Bowser, like I explained, that's what makes a good villain. He doesn't really care about people. He only really looks out for his own ways. He is the obstacle in the hero's path, and also there's not going to be many characters from the Tournament of Power arc because most of them I'd be pretty forgettable. There are some good design characters in the Tournament of Power. Frieza is way better than his stupid friend than stupid Frost. It was actually pretty good that Frieza defeated Frost and finally got him killed by Zeno because Frost is such an annoying mouth that needs to go away. Number 8. Cooler. Why is Cooler ahead of Frieza? Because he is cooler than Frieza. Yes, he has only been in 2 movies, with number 2. In the second movie, he was really a metallic being, but he was able to wipe the floor of Goku and Vegeta twice in those movies, and Goku and Vegeta had to use the power of determination to beat Cooler and Cooler. Cooler was a very great villain and should have been in the Dragon Ball Z. And it would have been a very interesting, better character to put in instead of that pointless Aqua. King Cold just comes in, he dies. Frieza just comes in and dies again. And Cooler would have been, if Cooler was an actual arc instead of making him a movie character, the actual Dragon Ball Z, and even if it was a filler arc, Dragon Ball Z would have had a really great filler arc in between the Cell games and when Cell announced it. Number 7. Okay, here's one arc they should have put in after the Buu arc. After Buu gets defeated before the end of Dragon Ball Z, they sort of put a mini arc where they fight Janemba. Because Janemba is a pretty cool villain. He is able to distort space like Infinite. He is able to do what he was able to wipe before Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who could defeat Fat Buu and could be on par with Kid Buu, but slightly lower than Kid Buu. Janemba has lots of cool reality warping techniques that can defeat foes pretty easily, and he is in most of the Dragon Ball Z games, and it would be better if he wasn't a movie exclusive character. There are several other movie exclusive characters that will be in the honorable mentions. Let's go on to number 6. Number 6 is Gohan. Gohan's actually the most relatable character besides Krillin in all of Dragon Ball Z. Unlike Goku and Vegeta, where all they want to do is fight and beat up people, even though it's kind of CT's fault that Gohan only wants to study, because that's basically what CT forced him to do. Gohan is actually one of the best characters in the show, but he's not in the top 5. Gohan actually cares a lot about everyone else in the show, and he defeated Cell. He finally defeated Cell, and the epic battle that lasted on for around an hour. And he also sort of against Buu, and then the Tournament of Power. He also he actually felt sorry for Universe 10 because he fights to protect his family, unlike Goku and Vegeta. Well, even though they're high on the list, at least Gohan fights to protect his family. Number 5, Cell. Cell is just one of the coolest looking villains ever made, ever. Janemba is another one, the other cool villains. It's funny how it's always the villains that always look cooler than the actual heroes, like Mario. Bowser looks cooler than Mario, and Sonic has Infinite, which Infinite is cool, and Shadow are both cooler than Sonic. Even though Shadow isn't a villain, but you can count some of the villains of Naruto. Madara and Sasuke for a brief since he was a villain was cooler than Naruto himself. And the same applies to Dragon Ball Z. A lot of the villains are just cool looking. Cell also is one of the most unique characters, as he was a creation of the android by Dr. Zoro, and his whole purpose was to evolve the androids, which gave the Z Fighters an extra threat. Number 4 is Hit. Hit is obviously one of the coolest characters in Dragon Ball Super. He is able to freeze time. He is able to stop time. The only characters who are able to beat Hit are, of course, the Gods of Destruction and all those guys above him. Jiren can beat Hit, or they would beat Hit really quickly. There are several characters that are not going to be on this list because they're very recent, or because there's too many characters in Dragon Ball Z. But Hit can stop time. He's just pretty cool. He also always looks cool in the entire show and the entire arc of the Tournament of Power. And it's said that he got erased by Zeno in the Tournament of Power, and he was able to stop time and do all these cool time manipulating hacks to beat opponents really easily, and that's what makes him at number 4. Number 3 is Beerus. When I first heard of Beerus, I was like, Beerus, who's that? And I said, oh, he's just a cat person, but he's actually one of the most powerful characters in the show. Actually, not anymore, since the Angels are powerful. Since he's not even in the top 100 most powerful characters in Dragon Ball Z, and Zeon is likely more powerful than him. Ultra Instinct Goku's likely more powerful than him. But Beerus, for a long time, was actually the most feared character in the show. In 2014, Battle of Gods, he actually revived Dragon Ball Z, and even outside of the battle, he has been with Goku as Super Saiyan God. He's also more of the pretty entertaining character, especially when he fought over Buu over the pudding. Number 2, Vegeta. And everybody knows obviously what number 1 is, but Vegeta is also one of the coolest characters in Dragon Ball Z. He is one of the two he's always behind Goku, with a few exceptions. He was also one of the first villains, one of the first villains in Dragon Ball Z, not including Dragon Ball. He was also able to, he actually beat Goku once, and that was when he was Majin Vegeta. He also finally got his revenge on Frieza and Dragon Ball Super or the Frieza movie, unless he watched both versions, unless he watched Dragon Ball Super and the movie. Also, Vegeta also has one of the biggest character developments in the entire show. He was once an evil person who hated everyone like Frieza, and now he cares about his family like Gohan, and cares about others. And if you look at him in the beginning of the show, and now at Dragon Ball Super, there was a change in personality where he actually cares about the other people. Number 1. Okay, so why is Goku ahead of Vegeta? It's because Goku has been here in Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. He has been from the very start. Vegeta was only introduced in Dragon Ball Z. And Dragon Ball, Goku was an entertaining kid until the end of the show where he fought Piccolo. He beat most of the villains. He beat Boo with Vegeta's help. He beat Vegeta with Krillin's help. He actually allowed Vegeta to live. So basically Vegeta became good because of him. Piccolo became good because of his training with Gohan. And most of the characters that Z fighters became good because of Goku. People say that Goku is worse than most of the characters in the show, and some people think he's dumb, but people don't realize of all the things he has done in Dragon Ball Z. He beat Frieza, even though Trunks eventually beat Frieza. Actually, there are several characters that are on the honorable mentions list. Trunks, there's Broly, Taurus, and there's like 20 other characters. Majin Buu, Jiren and Toppo, Goku Black, Zamasu, all the other cool villains from the movies. Several of the Ginyu Force are actually pretty good characters, even though they only lasted like a few episodes. Except for Gildo, and King Cold, they're useless. Dragon Ball Z doesn't really have that much of hateable characters, and actually has mostly likable characters. And outside those 10 hated characters, there's not many characters you can hate in Dragon Ball Z, unless you hate Dragon Ball Z itself. And the next list I have no idea what the next list will be, but I'll figure it out soon. It'll be either a few lists. But I'll like the worst Naruto characters, the top 10 Pokemon 2018 edition, top 10 Sonic characters. All those lists could be coming in the near future. Top 10 Animation Rewind episodes, top 10 Death Battle episodes. All those lists could come in the near future.